Welcome back, and I thought I was done with this game. I had enough expansions that I enjoyed to fill up the box in a nice, neat, organized way. And I had said, oh, I'm done with it. I don't play it enough. I don't need everything for it. I've got good variety, and an old friend got a hold of this, got it for me. So, let's see what I've done so far. I don't have my old computer and Microsoft Word, so I had to use the Google documents, and I got that, I think, to the shape I want and the size. And what that is, once I fix my insert, this will separate the decks. I went with gold because it has spies like Goldfinger, sci-fi, time travelers, shapeshifters, gold circuitry, stuff like that, cybernetic apes, and yeah, it was the most unique and prettiest construction paper I had left, and I thought that would do good. Then I've made these. So I snapped a picture, stuck them into Paint 3D, filled in with white, and cropped those to get them to fit, and then I put a gold bar here to match this as close as I can, so easy to find. Now my printer paper is real thin, so I'm probably going to have to double it up when I make my card. I have some sleeves to make these. If I can get a hold of it, there we go. And it will go in here, and then especially if you're just curious or forget, don't play enough, or if you're a new player, it gives you a little bit of an idea of how the race plays. So I've got that done. Let's try to see if we can fix this. Got the easy part done. Now let's work on the hard part. I'm leaving these purposely a little long so that when I get my piece I'm going to glue this to, I can get it centered the way I want it, then flip it over and trim off the excess. Here I have some cardstock from a t-shirt I got for Christmas, and I should have enough to get 4 cut, so I'm going to do them 2.5 by 3.5. There we go. And with that really thin paper that I printed on, this will help just give it a nice firm card feel. For paper projects like this, I like this stuff. It works really well. But you don't spray it on the paper, spray it on your cardstock. That way you don't get big droplets on your paper and leave spots. Then you can move this around and get it lined up the way you want it. And then you can trim it. I did the other 3 in the garage to test, and it's not very smelly and toxic, so I just brought this one inside. If you hold it up to the light, you can see through the paper, and you can line it up to make sure it fits. No problem. And this stuff here is great. It's just really great for paper type projects. So I set this in my primer and sealer spray area I usually use in the edge of the garage or outside. And I get this pretty damp. Okay? Try not to get any on your fingers, because if you happen to accidentally touch in here, it will leave a fingerprint. Slide this on here. Then hold it up to a light source. Okay, I'm holding it up. And slide it around. I want to show you how easy it slides around while it's still wet. And I am getting a little bit of a fingerprint. It's not bad. Make sure your image fits in all 4 corners, and it's already starting to dry, and you can see where I left a little bit of a smudge. It's not a big deal. But we're going to let that set for a few minutes and dry. I'll put this back out in the garage and then we can trim those up. Now we have a problem if I want to do an insert. This insert is great, and it does go all the way to the bottom of the box. As you can see, when these are in there, they come up to the edge of the box. Got spare pieces of foam core from different projects, so I'll get some out and we'll take a look. If I had a floor on there and then these sit on there, they will be over the lid. It might be hard to see on camera, but it's over the lid now. Well, over the side of the bottom of the box. So that won't work. Now we could possibly just leave it like this and then angle these, but even if we did a small divider, how many can we get? So I'm going to check that right now. So looking here, I took a piece of foam core, slid it down in here, and it is basically the exact same size as the dividers that are already in here. So this is an amazing box insert that comes with it. 2, 4, 6, 8. So you could get 16 factions and then have 2 places for the bases. It's perfect. So it looks like I'm probably going to have to use one of my expansion boxes. We'll get rid of that. Make some sort of insert to house some decks, some tokens, and then these that I made to house the bases during play. Got a bit of a mess, but let's take a look at it. I went ahead and made this. It's a little lower profile than what comes in it, and I think I might actually just leave these pins in there for a little extra stability. They are glued down. I can see how it does, maybe pull them out later, but for now I'll leave those in there. Place these in here, and I guess I will just have to leave this expansion in the expansion box. But by doing a lower profile of these are, I believe, 2 inches by 1 inch. Plenty of room. I can take these and put in there. And I'll get to that. Let's see. Just spread them out if I want. Well, if they'll go in there. Just kind of spread them around. Whatever. Then these will fit in there. And if I want, I can even shove the manuals in there, because some of the expansions have some keywords that are new. That way they'll be handy. So I'll just have to have that ready with this. So take a look. I took the those cards in the front out, so these fit a little bit better, and then I got the bases in there, and I'll punch out these tokens. They will either fit in the expansion or I can slide them in here, but that'll take care of that. These will be unused for now, unfortunately, but if I end up getting a bigger box and making an insert, then I can put it all in there. But for now, it'll just go with that. And it's going to show you these. The thing I like about these and why I made these give the instruction manual description and icon of the class. This this one actually I was able to leave the pink in, but most of them I put a line that corresponds to the divider in here. I've got them alphabetically for that, but not this new expansion, but for all the other ones, and you can find them quickly. Shows you the breakdown of how many minions, their power level, and then how many action cards each one has. And what you can do with these is, especially people that aren't familiar with all the different classes, you can pass these out and then give them 3 or 4 and let them choose the 2 they want, or even do a draft. And then if you did a draft, you could say, well, I like these shapeshifters. They're going to let me play a lot of extra minions, but these princesses, they're strong, but there's only 6 of them and 14 action cards, where most are like 10 and 10. So if I'm going to be playing extra minions, I want to make sure I have a bunch of extra minions, and so you could draft and say, well, that doesn't really work good. Or you could just say, I'm tired of zombies, I'm sick of them, they're everywhere, and just hate draft them so that you don't have them. And then after you're done drafting, you have your cards and you pick what you want, and you can be the Super Spy Kitty. Yeah. So then people can have these beside them, and they'll kind of have an idea. The cats are all about control with ongoing effects. The spies reveal cards in decks, and then you can discard or reorder them, and then you can destroy or control minions. So got a little typo there, but I don't care, it won't matter. But anyway, that's what these are for. Help you find your decks, and you can, like I said, draft or just deal them out and let everybody pick. But there you go. And didn't get it all in the main box, but it works. All right, thanks for watching. Y'all stay safe, stay healthy, and God bless.